Hey everyone, what is up, and welcome back to another episode of For the Rock Reacts. Today, super exciting. Kutless is back with their first single in years, also their heaviest single in years. Just from the previews, the artwork, everything, I'm anticipating a nice hard rock track from these veterans. Their first album, their self-titled album, was actually my very first ever CD that I got on my own. My parents had bought me Reliant K 7 years ago. That's my first ever CD ever. But I've been with these guys ever since, through the hard rock times and through the not so much. I haven't listened to them as much in recent years, but I kind of go back to those couple first albums. They still hold up. I like them. I enjoy them. And Words of Fire, I'm excited to check this out. They're on BEC Recordings. Here we go. Kutless, Words of Fire, the return of the legends. Here we go. Woo! Man, imagine that's coming out on stage, rocking that at the beginning of a show.
Fight with gravity, cannot make it through this. Waking to a nightmare.
Wow.
Cities burning everywhere while the world rejoices. Come back to life, come back to life, come back to life. I can see them rise from the ground.
Wow, all right.
Breathing out words of fire.
Woo! Love that. Woo! Oh my goodness. Kutless! Bringing the heat. I love the production on the drums. Nice loud snare, but not overpowering. This is great stuff. Come back to life. Gotta add that in there, right? Come back to life. Come back to life. Woo! I can see them rise from the ground, witnessing, breathing out words of fire. Words of fire. I can feel the fear all around, broken hearts reaching out to the fire. Words of fire. Man, this is sick. I never thought I would see this day, ever. assuming on a future album that's a build-up transition into the next heavy track. Because they said that this was just the beginning and that there was more where that is coming from. Oh my goodness, am so excited that Kutless is back with the heavy. This was, I don't know, it was refreshing. It had a very modern production sound. It's not the same as their like heavier hard rock tracks from the earlier days, but yeah, that brought the angst. I liked it. Yeah, I think they were really leaning into kind of some of the lyrical themes, and that maybe was what inspired them to do some hard rock stuff. But I think a lot of people have been asking for this for years. A lot of the people like me who grew up on them, granted, they were a little bit before my time as far as when I was listening to music originally, but I got into their early stuff when I started listening to music back in like 2007. And so now I'm grown up, I'm getting up there. I'm almost 30 in less than a couple years. We're all grown-ups now like them. They've gotten older. And, you don't see it too often when a band like this that's been around for over 20 years gets heavier with age. It does happen a little bit, but not very often, and I am so excited to see it. This kind of reminded me of almost like during the first chorus. I almost said that it sounded like Thousand Foot Crutch in a good way. I've always loved Thousand Foot Crutch. I know they have their haters. I like them, and it almost sounded like if Thousand Foot Crutch was to come back, which I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm more of a metal guy now. I grew up with the rock and went heavier, and I can still listen to both, and I still enjoy both, but I tend to listen to more metal. Like, if you go throughout a year, maybe there's like a month or two that I'm like, yeah, rock. I'll listen to a bunch of rock stuff, more for nostalgic reasons. There's not so much good newer stuff coming out. But, that kind of sounded like a little bit of Thousand Foot Crutch. I'd almost say it sounded reminiscent of like the newer Nine Lashes stuff that have come out recently in the last couple of years. Where are those guys? Come on, Nine Lashes. Let's go. Come on. Chop chop. I want that album. You guys had 7 tracks and then disappeared. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm hoping that they announce an album of this soon. I know that they said they were working on one. I recall. But yeah, super great stuff, and just kind of talking about there it is, written by James Mead and Josiah Prince. There we go. Yeah. Just add Josiah Prince to everything, and you get solid hard rock tracks. But yeah, definitely great lyrics. It's got that dark fire imagery. Waking to a nightmare, cities burning everywhere while the world rejoices. Now the dead come back to life. I can see them rise from the ground, witnessing, breathing out words of fire. I can feel the fear all around, broken hearts reaching out to the fire. Words of fire. I think it's very much a like prophetic song, probably speaking kind of towards the end times, and just as the world gets darker and further away from God, you see the world rejoicing that it's building its own destruction, inevitably leaning towards sin and celebrating it more and more and more and just cheering it on until one day, yeah, our world's gonna be on fire, both probably literally and metaphorically. But speaking to the more metaphorical, and then I can see them rising from the ground, witnessing, breathing out words of fire. It's like the Christians coming out and, rising against it. It's a good song. Good song. Nice jam. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for more. Definitely going to be throwing this. I might throw this into the metal playlist for fun. I don't know. Why not? It's borderline. Everything's blurred. The lines between rock and metal are blurred these days. I know this is a rock song, but it's heavy. It's Kutless. Words of Fire. Stoked that you guys are back, and thank you for all of you For the Rock fam for being around, staying around. I know there's been a lot of stuff. If you guys didn't catch the last episode with Convictions, I said I got some other stuff I've been sitting on. Stay tuned for more. We got some really cool stuff coming up. And if I haven't announced it already, maybe this will be an announcement. I got a new compilation album coming out very shortly on Bandcamp. So head over to fortherock.bandcamp.com. Download the first two compilations from last year and earlier this year, and be on the lookout for a third one very soon. I'm excited to reveal that. All right, that's everything. God bless, peace, and we'll see you soon.